Hey, what's up? This is Matt, and I'm with Let's Talk Music. Today, I am talking with Katri and Jani
Yeah.
of
Hello.
Finland's Admire the Grim. So, um, tell me a little bit about Admire the Grim. Like, how did you guys meet? How did you come up with the name? Tell me the background of the band.
We're basically five friends. Me and Jani didn't know each other, but everybody else pretty much knew Jani, and that's how the band started. We started in 2021,
I think it
early.
was February and February, around February,
Yeah, maybe.
around
Yeah.
that time. And me and Kalle is my childhood friend, like the oldest friend in this group. And we decided to make some music, and you know,
The rest is history.
yeah, basically, yeah.
I do. I really enjoy it. I listened to Rogue 5. Um, love that video because I've been in that situation on the couch before, reaching over and hitting good.
Yeah.
So tell me, you guys got 4 songs that you've released, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
On the
so
EP. Yeah.
we got The Flood, Mad Queen of the Second Sun, Admire the Grim, and Rogue Fire. So is your EP self-titled? Is it the Admire the Grim?
It's titled Rogue 5.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Rogue 5. What was the concept behind that?
It's basically like a group song. It's supposed to tell about us and our group spirit, basically.
Okay. Really dug the video. That looked like it might have been a little fun to make.
It was, yeah. It took about 2 days to film it, and we had an actual party after the filming.
Yeah, the whole party thing was on day one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And next day we
Filmed outside.
woke up in a little bit hangover, and
yeah. Filmed the rest.
Hey, that makes for a great video. I mean, you get her done. So, what part of Finland are you guys from?
We're from Lappeenranta, which is eastern Finland.
Okay. Yeah. What about your influences? Like, who do you guys? I don't want to like say the cliche one. Who who was it or what was it that got each of you into music? In the beginning.
Um, I think we all have really different backgrounds in music, but if I can speak for myself, I started playing classical piano, and I've always liked singing, so that's kind of how I got into singing. I just kept going. Piano wasn't really my thing. I played it for 7 years, but that didn't stick to me.
and I think for me, Halloween's first album was the thing,
Halloween. Okay.
Yeah. I think I was 6 years old when I heard it first time, and that that got me into music,
Awesome.
especially metal music.
So you've been playing guitar since you was 6?
No. There was, I played drums first, and I started to play guitar when I was maybe 11 or 12.
Okay. So what's your preferred guitar to play?
Sorry.
What is your preferred guitar to play? Like what brand do you like using the best?
I have two brands like ESPs and Jacksons.
Okay.
I have two ESP Horizons and one Jackson Randy Rhodes.
Nice. You don't get much more metal than ESP and Jackson anyways. I mean, you look at all the Metallica plays ESP, freaking Megadeth plays Jackson. So I mean, yeah, good choices there. So with your singing, did you start out just with the clean vocals, and then decided at some point you wanted to try the unclean vocals, or how did that come about to where you was just roaring on stage?
Yeah, I started with clean vocals. I actually did 1 year of classical singing, and then I got into metal in sometime in middle school, and that's how I started with the growls, kind of slowly but surely. And then in my 20s, I started to practice more effectively.
Mm-hmm. Now, what kind of vocal training do you have to do for that?
Well, growling is something that I've mostly learned just by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And clean singing is I did the classical singing thing, and then later I had 1 year of vocal training because I broke my ribs and I had some difficulty breathing, so I had to fix that.
Right. So, like, um, you guys are you fairly new to the scene, or I mean, you get out and do shows? What's your schedule like?
Yeah, we have our first show coming up in February 4th. It's in our hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have some shows already arranged for the summer, but we haven't confirmed all of them. So we have news later about that.
Gotcha. Any festivals that you plan on trying to get into, or?
Yeah, there will be festivals. Yeah.
Okay, because I know that it started back here in early 2000s that we started to get festivals, but I know it's always been huge in like South America, Europe, and I mean, I've seen some of the videos from the festivals in Europe, and you guys are off the hook. I mean, you make ours look pitiful. So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we have good ones.
yeah. I mean, because like most of ours are in stadiums, and they're going to pack a certain amount. But I mean, I've seen them like an Iron Maiden concert in Brazil. I mean, it looks like it's just a sea of people. So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
so what's your live performance like? Are you just kind of out there, getting at it, and with the crowd? What's the response you try to look for from the crowd?
I think we're working on it right now in rehearsals, and
Yeah.
we'll see in February.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But it's gonna be energetic.
But our goal is
Yeah.
to have a a banger show.
Yeah, definitely. High energy.
Awesome. So is there any bands around you guys that you might want to tour with, that hit the road and do some shows?
Yeah, there's actually quite many
Yeah.
bands
Okay.
in our hometown.
Yeah, there's quite many. I think maybe most well known is Stamina,
Okay.
and then there's smaller bands. The February show, it's actually with 3 local bands: Sarov, Kasvoton, and Scythro.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see, like, since I started doing this, I was doing just bands in the US, and now I'm getting more and more over in Europe. And your Inverse Records, that's how I found you. They were just right. I don't even know how they came about. They just sent me email one day, like, if you can't see this, go to this link or whatever. And I started checking out the bands, and I mean, it started coming in more and more. So finally I sent an email like, hey man, I'm really digging your bands. I'd like to, talk to them. And yeah, I got you guys today, and then another one tomorrow. And
That's great.
it's a joy for me to be able to talk to somebody halfway around the world that is doing something that I love.
Yeah.
I love music, and obviously you love music, or you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, true.
So, and it's really cool to just be able to talk to people, and that have the same interests. It's we might not like each other in person or whatever, but we have a similar interest, and that connects us. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, definitely.
and that's why I always say that music is a universal language, because here you are in Finland, here I am in the US, and we're connecting through your music. We would have never found each other probably otherwise.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And it is, it's just like a joy for me. I mean, it's like, you're not going to see me frown at all during these interviews, because I love talking to musicians. I really enjoy what you guys do, and the fact that you put yourselves out there, and you put all of your feelings and your gut into these songs, and hope that people like them. And I mean, so far from what I've seen on YouTube and everything else, you guys have gotten a good response.
Yeah, we have. We've been quite surprised ourselves, because the feedback has been really good so far.
Well, and that's got to feel great to you, because I mean, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's still hard to understand
Yeah.
all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music biz is quite confusing, and can a lot. I've talked to people that said that, man, they'd never do this again or do that again. But it's you find your niche, you find what works for you, and next thing you know, you're blowing up. It doesn't take long. You know what I mean? It takes one song, one video, one viral thing anymore with social media, and boom, there you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
You never know.
huh?
You never know.
That's very true. But I mean, as far as like European bands, like who do you guys like out there? I mean, like I mentioned Iron Maiden. I mean, who are some of the bigger bands out there that you guys really, jam on?
I like Opeth, Children of Bodom, In Flames, Arch Enemy. There's so many.
Yeah, I like On Earth. That's from the US, and August
Mhm.
Burns Red,
Okay.
and of course In Flames and Children of Bodom.
Yeah.
So like when you're just listening to music, that's what you guys tend to gravitate towards? Like when I mean, do you listen to your own stuff a lot?
No, not really. No.
Mm,
No. After the songs are done, we don't really listen to our own songs. But those are the bands we like. I like to listen to other kinds of rock music as well. Older
Boston
stuff.
is really good.
Boston,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, love Boston.
Yeah.
Yep. Then you mentioned OTEP. They're actually getting ready to come here. I think in March, I'm going to try to set up an interview with them. I think there's 4 different bands, and it's all female fronted bands. So
Okay.
that's the theme of it. And
Yeah.
OTEP's been huge for some time. I mean, that them and Arch Enemy. I love the stuff that they put together, and that's what in a way, you guys kind of reminded me of, is the hard crunchy, and Alyssa's voice is, the first time I ever seen one of their videos, I was thinking, oh wow, she's really hot and this and that, and then she come out with that roar, and I'm like, what the hell? So it caught my
Yeah.
ear, and I mean, that's what I'm saying. It just takes that one thing, you know what I mean? It caught my ear, and I'm like, oh, I've got to listen to this, so, and I think that you guys have that ability. I think you guys have a
Thank
very
you.
well put together um, group of musicians, and it's really fun to listen to. Like I said, I loved Rogue 5. It was just the video and everything. It fit so perfect, and I'm like, man, these are my kind of people.
Yeah.
So, you're saying you got some possibles booked in, February. Well, you got one in February, and then beyond that, what about future singles? Uh, what about like recording and writing? When do we look for some more of that?
There is 2 songs already
Yeah.
done, but not recorded. But
Yeah.
they're done.
We are writing an album
Yeah.
next, so that's in the works.
Okay, an LP or an EP?
2 songs ready. LP.
Okay.
2 songs idea, and we're getting there. Maybe about 10 songs, 9 or 10 songs
Yeah.
on an album would be good.
Okay. And what about your writing process? I mean, does the entire band chip in, or is it just you two, or just you? I mean, who does all the writing?
Mm, I mostly do all the
Yes.
guitar parts, and Tommy, our drummer, can do his own things, and Katri, you wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, I write the lyrics and the vocal parts. Jani is like the main songwriter. He comes up with the riffs and the ideas and puts the song together.
And usually it starts from my place. I do some demos, and then we are going to the rehearsals and
try stuff.
Yeah.
And then I do the vocals.
Okay, because I mean, it's everybody's style is different. You know what I mean? And it's like I've talked to people who I'm the only one that does it, you know, and then I take it to them and they put the music to it, or they put the music to it, and then I'm like, okay, I can do something with this, and they put the lyrics to it. And I mean, I've even talked to people that, you know, we all throw our idea in kind of like a melting pot and, you know, hope for something great to come out of it. So that's one of my biggest questions is, you know, asking about your writing style, because it tells a lot about the band too, you know, about the camaraderie, the unity between you guys of like, you know, I feel like if you're all contributing your parts to it, it's more of a group thing instead of, you know, somebody coming in and saying, okay, I've got this music, I want you to play, these are the lyrics I'm going to do, you know. And that was kind of the thing back in the old day. And I think that was one of the biggest problems with bands, was that they had this one person that was doing all this stuff, and then the ego head blew up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think ego is one of the biggest killers of bands.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think this is more about the group. We really work together, and I have to say that it's really easy to write with Jani.
Mm-hmm.
It goes so fluently.
And that's
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I've said that to you, but that's how it is. I feel like that.
well, there you go, man. If we learned something new today. But I mean, and that's great. I mean, because you guys are like a family, you know what I mean? You're like your co-workers, you know, and it's a lot of people don't look at it that way, as a band as a job, you know.
Yeah.
You're putting, you know, hours into it just like you would a normal job. You're making money, spending money. You're, you know, it's a business. And, you know, it's important to get along with the people that, you know, you work with or that you're involved with. And I really like, you know, the chemistry that I see between you two. I mean, it's, you know, makes me feel like you guys are going to be putting out some jams for a long time.
Hopefully so. Yeah.
So what is like any plans of touring other places in Europe, like maybe Germany, or, you know?
At the moment, we don't have any plans to tour abroad, but we definitely want to go if there's an opportunity.
Okay. Because I know they do have a lot of the big festivals in Germany and stuff like that. I'm not real familiar with, but I know, yeah, Germany, a lot of festivals, and you know, that's where a lot of people that I've been working with, not bands, but the record companies, the PR companies, whatever. That's where they're usually based out of.
Yeah.
You know, and like again, it's been great talking to, you know, everybody from over there. I mean, you're probably my third band from Finland, couple from Germany, Ireland, one lady from Italy, which, you know, was trained in classical, and she does an opera style singing. It's like
Okay.
yeah, it's her name's Kate Nord. It's like a fantasy type metal type. It's a big jumble of stuff, but she makes it work. And I mean, she did a little sample of her voice for me while we were talking, and she was like, you know, I live in medieval town, you know, just outside of I think it's Rome, and she said, you know, my Wi-Fi is also medieval, so you may not get the best connection. So, but it turned out good. We was able to understand the point of it and everything. And
Yeah.
you know, it's awesome, and you know, so much talent around the world, and I feel so grateful that you guys, you know, take the time to talk to me, and that your companies, that your, you know, your PR people or your record companies or whatever are reaching out to me and allowing me to do this, because this is, like I said, it's a joy for me. I don't, you know, I've not made really any money off of this. I've put all my own money into it, and you know, it's fun, and you know, that's why I'm sitting here on a Saturday instead of, you know, out doing something, which, you know, here it's wet anyways. But you know,
Yeah.
I enjoy doing this, and
Yeah. Oh, we too.
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, and for me,
Yeah.
this is like, you know, I can get you out to my subscribers, and then, you know, hopefully they come over to, you know, your YouTube and to your uh socials and follow you and everything, and you know, it's kind of, we're helping each other, you know what I mean? But for
Yeah.
me, it's mainly just helping you, because I found something interesting in your music, because there's been bands that I've not wanted to do, you know, and it, not that they were, not that they were not good, it just wasn't my cup of tea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when I first started. Now I'll talk to anybody. You know, I'm like, I can't be like that. You know, I got to give everybody a chance, because again, it's somebody taking their feelings and their, you know, emotions and love for music and putting it out there. And who am I to judge? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but like I said, you guys were just like Arch Enemy, man. Caught something in my ear, and I was like, whoa, dig it.
Yeah. Cool. Nice to hear.
So just we'll wrap it up with this. Whenever you guys uh get out in February, I would, you know, if we could do something like pre-venue or something, like where maybe we could just see the stage set, or maybe even send me a video of like your guys's one of your songs.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be, because I'm getting ready to revamp my website too, and I want to put, you know, music from the bands that I've interviewed in a sidebar, so that people can listen to it that way too.
All right. Yeah.
So again, I'm
Great.
out there for, yeah, I'm out there for you guys, whatever way I can help, you know what I mean? And
Thanks.
we love metal over here just as much as you guys love it over there. So
That's great. Yeah.
I mean, Columbus, it's, you know, kind of Ohio is kind of a farm state, but Columbus is, we love our metal. There's,
That's good to know.
oh yeah, a lot of bands.
We can come someday.
Yeah, that would be awesome, you know, or I can make it over there, because that's what I've said to many of the artists. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to come over and check you guys out over there, you know,
Yeah.
see your culture, and jam out, and, you know, drink a few beers, whatever. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, guys, I really do appreciate your time, and thank you for the insight into your band. And
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll shoot you guys a link to the Facebook, or to my YouTube, and also you know, my general email. That way, if you've got something new that you want to share, I'm more than glad to take a look at it and put it up.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. It
Thank
was nice
you.
talking to you.
You too. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.